you think you should, yeah.
Tulowooza nti yalinyiridde ekirayiro kyakuba nga Ssaabalamuzi yaliddemu olukwe amateeka era nga tasaanye kubeera Ssaabalamuzi. Ekikolwa eky'ekitiibwa kyayinza okukola kwe kulekulira mu kitiibwa kubanga yavumiridde era yalinyiridde obwesige n'ekitiibwa ekya Ssaabalamuzi bwa Uganda. Tasaana kuba Ssaabalamuzi era kyandibadde kirungi n'alekulira. Tugenda kuwandikira Judicial Service Commission tubasabe batunule mu neeyisa ne nkola ya Owiny Dollo era bwe kiba kisoboka bamusindikirize alekulire. First of all, we don't say the court has confirmed Mr. Museveni. We say Owiny Dollo and a few obviously biased justices of the Supreme Court confirmed Gen. Museveni. But going by the ruling of Justice Chisache, it is clear that this election was null and void. It is clear that the Supreme Court was abused. It is clear that Mr. Museveni, using the Chief Justice Owiny Dollo, used illegality to arm twist the Supreme Court of Uganda. And therefore, we still do not recognize Gen. Museveni because the court did not go through the due process because it was clearly acting on biased grounds. We have painted a way forward already for our people. We took that matter from the Supreme Court, which is presided over by Owiny Dollo, and took the case back to the court of the people. That means that the people are called upon to evoke Article 3 and Article 29 of the Constitution to make sure that they restore constitutionalism in Uganda, which is clearly overthrown by Gen. Museveni. Oluvanyuma lwa byonna ebyabaddewo ffe tetukitwala nti ekooti enkunsukulumu yakakasiza mwami Museveni. Tukitwala nti mwami Owiny Dollo n'abalamuzi abamu ab'ekooti ensukulumu ensi yonna beeraba nti babadde ne kyekubira be bakakasiza mwami Museveni. N'ekyamukisa nti mu kooti yennyini ensukulumu omulamuzi Kisaakye yasazeewo mu bugubi obw'ekika ekyawaggulu yasazeewo okuwa ensala entuufu n'okwogera amazima ago ge baadde bagezaako okutuulira. N'alaga nti okulonda kuno kwali mu bukyamu era mwami Museveni talina kubeera president. Era twongera okutegeeza bannayuganda nti agono ge mazima ge tubadde nga tubagamba. Bwe twajjayo omusango guno kyali kitegeeza nti kooti tegenda gusala kuba mwami Owiny Dollo yali tajja kusala mazima. Omusango guno twaguzza dda mu kooti ey'abantu era abantu ne tubasaba bakozese akawaayiro namba 3 n'akawaayiro namba 29 obwa ssemateeka obubawa obuyinza n'amaanyi okusala omusango mu ngeri eyaabwe ne bawakanya enfuga etagoberera amateeka era ekyo kye kiddako.
The chairman elected president and is worried. What is your word for this chairperson?
The Electoral Commission chairperson is right to be worried because he has no factual grounds, and we have factual grounds. We have said that we won this election, the 2021 election, by 54.19%, and we don't take it back. We can back it up with the facts, and the fact that our evidence was blocked by the Supreme Court wrongly and illegally attests to our claim. So the Electoral Commission chairperson has every reason to worry because we have the facts and he does not have the facts. He lied to the people of Uganda and to himself that Museveni won, and yet I won the election. We won the election with 54.19%. Ssentebe w'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda okweraliikirira kubanga twagulire eggwanga amazima nti twawangula kituufu mutuufu okweralikirira kubanga bye yayogera tebyesigamye ku mazima neffe bye twategeeza eggwanga byesigamye ku mazima era tulina n'obukakafu tulina ne evidence nti twawangula nkiddamu kitegeeza Uganda nti Museveni twesimbawo naye ne muwangula mu kuvuganya kw'obwa pulezidenti bwa Uganda n'ebitundu 54 n'obutundutundu 19 ku buli 100 kitegeeza nti si ye pulezidenti omutuufu wa Uganda newankubadde mwami byabakama ne amagye bakozesa obumenyi bw'amateeka ne balangirira Museveni ekyo tetukizaayo kitwayogera kye kituufu era Museveni ffe tetumurecognizinga. Well, our plan is not limited to swearing in. Our plan goes as far as complete liberation of the people of Uganda, complete restoration of constitutional rule, complete restoration of the rule of law. We are taking every legal step. All steps that we've been taking and continue to take are legal. Not that we don't know that there are illegal options, but we are people that believe in the rule of law. We are peaceful and non-violent people, and that is why we are pursuing only legal and peaceful means. We have taken various steps from going to court to now calling for peaceful legal protests, and we shall continue to take all legal avenues to ensure that ultimately we secure our liberation as a nation. This was not only about swearing in, it was a complete turn from illegality to legality.
Are you going to get sworn in?
It is not only about swearing in. We are taking all steps to liberate ourselves. Of course, it all ends with swearing in by various leaders, but it is not the first or second step. It comes at its right step.
Looking at
Muruganda.
on that.
Chibuze nawe mu Luganda. Chibuze lwaki okiyitoola.
Bagenda kulayiza.
Ensonga enkulu si yakundayiza oba kwerayiza ng'omuntu. Ekigendererwa kyaffe kununulira ddala Uganda kulabe nti tekikoma kulonda kwokka twalonda naye mulaba bwe bayisaamu okulonda. So ne bwe nalayira era tumanyi kye bajja okukola ki okweyisaamu. Tutuula ne bannaffe ne tusalawo buli step gye tusalawo tumala giteesaako ne tugikubaganyako ebirowoozo ne tugamba ka kino kye tuba tukola naye nga buli kye tukola tumakinga sure kiri mu mateeka ate nga kiri mu buntu bulamu.
And the ruling of Justice Chisache, how does that change? How does that change your plans for your petition to public court?
Thank you very much. Looking at the drama and overall exposure of the impunity in the Supreme Court, that does not change our course. It does not change our plans. It only confirms what we've been saying, that there is no justice in the justice system, especially where Mr. Museveni is concerned. We have been telling people that yes, we always go to the judiciary because that's the legal avenue. However, the Supreme Court under the Chief Justice Mr. Winyidoro is completely under the pocket of Gen. Museveni. So what happened yesterday is a further confirmation, and we thank God for always coming in to cover where we cannot cover. We could not use our own energy or our own influence to show the people the truth. What happened there was an act of God to confirm that regardless of what the dictators do using all state machinations, God is always powerful and he has a way of bringing facts to the front. The Chief Justice had been used certainly to legitimize Museveni's grip on power, to legitimize the fraudulent election that just took place on the 14th of January. But God used Justice Chisache to speak truth to power. We know that it must have cost her a lot of confidence and bravery, and we salute her. But at least what happened yesterday exposes further and gives people more reason to believe that they are on their own, that they are the last court. Like we've been saying, that at the end of the day, after everything is said and done, the people of Uganda will have the last say in matters of their destiny. And that time is now, no other time. Sikize mu Luganda. Kamala ukimutera mu Luganda. Ekyabaddewo ku kooti jo tekikyusa lugendo lwaffe, wabula kituyamba okwongera okukakasa eggwanga kye tubadde nga tubagamba nti bannayuganda kati bali ku lwabwe, obwenkanya tebagenda bufuna mu kooti nsukulumu, naddala Mwai Museveni waali nga naye muwawaabirwa. Bakirabye nti Mwai Museveni ng'akozesa Ssaabalamuzi yakwata ekkooti n'agimalamu ekitiibwa kyonna kyonna, era olunaku lw'eggulu kwe kwabadde okweyambula okwabadde kusigaddeyo nga Ssaabalamuzi w'ekkooti enkulu alina okuba nga yakulira abalamuzi, yakulira amateeka n'enfuga ey'amateeka. Yalaze obusiifu bw'empisa bwe yawambye fayiro ey'omu ku balamuzi nga mu bumenyi bw'amateeka, era nga bwe twategeeza tugenda kwandikira ekitongole ekironda abalamuzi ekya Judicial Service Commission okulaba nga banoonyereza ku neeyisa ya Ssaabalamuzi, n'ekyayongedde okulaga bannayuganda tibali ku lwabwe, era kyonna kyonna kye baagala kigenda kuva mu bo so si mu bitongole bino ebirala ebyawambibwa Museveni.
Are you part of this petition?
We filed a petition with the International Criminal Court against Gen.Muhoozi, and now we amended it to involve his son, who has presided over the abductions and murder and torture of hundreds of Ugandans. So yes, we filed a petition. I've not seen the one on social media, but I mean, it would be a good thing to see many more petitions filed against these criminals.
When did you file?
We filed this petition quite a while ago during the campaigns, but we instructed our international lawyers to amend it and also include Gen.Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the commander of SFC, which SFC is responsible for the abduction and murder of very many Ugandans, which is actually still ongoing.
Is it the one including the list of people who are missing?
Certainly, yeah.
By counsel? Who is your lawyer there?
Bro Safran, yeah.
Uganda.
Chibuze nawe mu Luganda.
What would the petition Yensi singo yagalachi?
Twawabadda omusango mu kkooti y'ensi yonna, naye twalongoseza mu bulongosa mu mpaaba yaffe. Ennongoosa wano gye baatugaana, naye twasobodde okulongosaamu mu mpaaba yaffe, mu mpaaba yaffe ne twongerako ku be twawabidde, ne twongerako Gen.Muhoozi Kainerugaba ng'ono yakulira amagye ga SFC, ate ng'ago ge gavunaanyizibwa ku kuwamba abantu baffe abali mu bikumi, okubatta, okubatulugunya n'okukwata abakazi nga bali mu buwambe. Well, I would say that the court really was not in position, to make a substantial ruling, especially after rejecting our evidence, after rejecting our amendment to our petition. Yet all these steps were within the law, and indeed the same opportunities had been availed to previous petitioners. But most importantly, what we got out of that court as the people of Uganda is a confirmation that the Supreme Court is, has been taken over by Gen.Muhoozi. Clearly, we got that confirmation, and that is what I see as a benefit for the people of Uganda. A constant, yet another confirmation that they are on their own. Yeah. We didn't go to the courts of justice to get favors. We go to the courts to get justice. And we don't have to have any personal relationships with the justices or the judges of the courts to get justice. Justice should be availed for all Ugandans that go seeking for it. So for the justices of the Supreme Court to go personal, that is yet another exposure for them. We took this petition to the Supreme Court not for our own benefit, but for the benefit of Ugandan democracy, for the benefit of the people of Uganda, for the millions upon millions that turned out to cast their vote on election day. They needed justice. And what Mr. Owiny-Dollo and his fellow justices did was not only to hurt us or to hurt the people of Uganda, but it was also hurting and shaming the entire judiciary. Because Mr. Owiny-Dollo presides over the judiciary, and what he does is a reflection of the image of the judiciary. And I must also add that what Justice Chisache did was not again for herself, it was for the judiciary. At least it in a way saved to a certain extent the image of the judiciary. Now we know that not all is lost within the judiciary. We know that there are some noble judicial officers that are willing, regardless of the intimidation and the bribery and the coercion, that are willing to stand by the Constitution and to stand by their judicial oath.
My last one. I support the already people who have shown interest. What is NUP doing? And
well,
what message are you giving to your MPs who have already come out to show sides?
Once again, I'll tell you that Speaker talk right now is diversionary. I would rather major on majors and minor on minors, especially at certain times. We are at a time where all Ugandan cameras need to shine a light on a grave inconsistency in the Supreme Court. This is the highest court of the land. And I would rather we give all attention to this matter because it is very grave and because it is of grave importance. You know, that some members have already shown sides, that is not the official position of the party. And we always sit down as party to come up with statements on various issues. But as of now, I'd rather major on the major. We have a Supreme Court here that has been exposed. And there's been every effort to divert the eyes and minds of the people of Uganda from this. And I insist that we focus on this to ensure that all people of Uganda see the Supreme Court for what it is, see the Chief Justice for what he is, looking at what he says or does. And if we give importance to this, we'll find that it answers all these other questions. I mean, this is you driving me to the parliament, which is another arm of government, when we have the judiciary, which is clearly messed up. So let's focus on where the focus should be.
So in the future,
Thank you.
Will you meet